after we put together my bed, we said goodnight. I told her I love her. Hello everyone, welcome back to the vlog. Welcome to my 30 days of September. Today is day 3 of vlogging. It hasn't been easy. It's you know, it's just trying to find things to record, talk about, do. Life isn't very, my life isn't very dramatic, so there's not really much to report on, but it's been exciting. The 3 days that I have been, 2 days that I have been vlogging, yeah, it's been fun. So today is day 3, and I just thought, I'll sit back, talk to you guys, just so you guys can know me a little bit better, and just also why I've decided that I would like to, make videos on YouTube and put it on YouTube. Why? The reason why is, it's hard to explain. The reason why is because, my mum. Most of you who know me know that my mum passed away. And those who are only tuning in who don't know me on a personal level, yes, my mum passed away on the 27th of April 2012. And for the many years that we lived with her, that she was here on earth, we've got no video footage of her actually talking where we can hear her voice. The only one footage we have is my sister's wedding, but that's basically her walking my sister down the aisle with my dad, and I mean, that's all we can sit back and watch. So, one day for myself, if I'm not around, I would like my kids to have somewhere where they can go on, tune in, watch me, hear me, see me, and just, not wonder basically, what did mum sound like? Because, right now I can hear my mum's voice ringing in my ear, but one day the fear is that I'm not going to be able to know what my mum sounded like. And it's just sad. It's really sad that we don't actually have anything where we can go back and just think, if we can't see her, we want to hear her, but there is nothing. So yeah, guys, sorry, day 3 and I'm already crying. But yeah, guys, that's my why. I mean, while I'm on here, I guess I should just make this about my mum. How, why, you're probably questioning, well, how did your mum die? Okay, well, I mean, you want to get to know me, that's the best way to know me, because, the loss of my mum is pretty much, it changed me completely. It did a 360 on me, my life just went, and my life became different. Completely different. And I mean, I'll talk about how the day of my mum's passing, so like I mentioned earlier, it was on the 27th of April. It was a Friday, a normal day. The night before that, my mum and I had bought a new bed. And so my mum and I were putting together, we were assembling my new bed, and it got very late. And I recall, only me and her were up that night. I lived at home. It was just me, my mum and my dad. My sisters were married and they were living at their house, so it was just us. And it got pretty late, and so, after we put together my bed, we said goodnight. I told her I love her. She laughed. She said, oh, you're so kuluku. I mean, in our language, that means, oh, you're such a trickster. Like, you're, like, you know. And she giggled and went to bed. And you know what? That was literally the last thing that I ever did with my mum. And it's the last memory I have of my mum. Anyway, so the next day I wake up and like a normal day, I got ready for work. I went over to her. I had, you know, I had dyed my hair this crazy red color. I don't know what I was thinking, but I had dyed my hair red, and I just thought I was like so beautiful. And I got ready, straightened my hair, and I went to my mom's room and I said, Mom, I'm ready now, I'm gonna go to work. And she said, oh, your hair looks very nice today. And I said thank you. I said goodbye, not a long bye. It was very short. It's just bye Mom, see you later Mom. And off I went to work. So later on that morning, it was probably around maybe around I don't know, I can't even remember really. It was probably around 11 a.m. and I'm in the office. I was in a board meeting, and at the time I was a personal assistant, and so I was typing away the minutes while my boss was, you know, talking. There's my boss and, you know, 10 other men, and it was a pretty big meeting. And we had this meeting, you know, my boss had me type up the minutes and everything, and we were ready to go. And I remember that morning, our windows, the meeting room windows, they had stickers around it, so you couldn't see out, you couldn't see in. But on the bottom part of the office, on the meeting room, you can only see, you know, legs. Legs. And I recall sitting there that morning, and my sister Caroline, she has this tattoo on her ankle, and I recall, you know, just feet going past the window, and I said, either that's my sister, or maybe someone has the same tattoo as her. But you know, it was definitely her legs. But I just thought, why would she be there? So then the door swings open, and she comes in, and she's screaming, and she's crying, and she's saying, Anna, Mom's gone, Mom's gone. You know, at the time, I was like, what? And everyone's looking at her. It just sounded like screaming, you know. And then it took me a minute to realize what she was saying. That, you know, Anna, Mom's gone, Mom's gone. At first I thought, where did Mom go? Because you know, you just don't think, in your mind you just don't, you're not thinking it's that time, you know, that your life is going to change. You don't think that, no way. So she's saying, Mom's gone, Mom's gone. That's all she kept saying. And my boss said, you know, leave everything, just go, you know, go home, see if everything at home is right, is okay. And I remember a colleague running over to me and saying, oh, how are you guys going home? And I said, oh, you know, we're going to catch a train because that's the way we can. So at the time we worked in the city, so that was a pretty, at that, around 11 o'clock it all stops to Mount Jewett. So he said, no, you know, I'll drive you guys home. And I said, no, it's all right. And he insisted. So thank you very much, Stephen. You know, I still remember, Stephen, thank you very much. But yes, so that day, as we're going home, it still hasn't hit me. You know, I'm just thinking mom's gone somewhere. It's not there. I'm not there yet. And you know, the whole way we're crying, coming home we're crying, and we pull up and there's people in front of our house, family members, people from the street, and you know, it's kind of hitting you. It's slowly hitting you, and I'm making my way to the inside the house, and my dad, he's in front of the house, he's outside the house, in the front, just crying. And I walk into the house, and there was my mum lying lifelessly in our living room. My sister, my older sister, she was there first, so she was sitting next to my mum, just crying. And you know, we got in there and we were telling my mum to wake up, get up, wake up, wake up, mum, wake up, mum. But it was already too late. Her body was cold. And so, you know, I hate thinking about that day. But we already knew, you know, she was gone. Not long after, the ambulance arrived, and they said, look, she's, by the touch and by the feel of her, she's been gone for a while. And so basically, that day, we woke up in the morning, everyone went to work, and my sister had 2 kids. My sister has 2 kids. And at the time, they were very young. One was still crawling, and one was in school, but probably like year 1 or year 2. So she was still very young herself. And so after we got the autopsy, they said that she was gone around 8 o'clock. Around 8 a.m. she had passed away. And that day, what we think happened is she got up and she went to the bathroom to wet a flannel for my nephew to probably wipe him down, because she had a flannel in her hand, a wet flannel. And she went to go wet this flannel and had a heart attack and died. When my sister came home, it was probably around 12 o'clock. Oh no, doesn't make sense. She came home early that day, and she was calling, knocking. She can see through the window. She can see my nephew crawling around, but you know, my mum wasn't coming to answer the door, so she just assumed my mum was in the back, you know, laundry or something. So she went around the back yelling at my mum's name. No one. She comes inside the house, still no one. No one's answering. She's calling my mum's name. No one's answering. She went to every single room of the house, and she got to the last room, and which was the bathroom, and my mum's body was just lying there. So she goes running down our street, yelling out to the neighbors, you know, please call the ambulance, please, my mum. And you know, she didn't have a phone at the time. I don't think phones were a big thing. Well, it was 2015. Well, she's not normal. And yeah, so they called the ambulance, and the ambulance came. And yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. You know, one day you just think that they're not gonna go anywhere, that they're healthy, they're good, you know, and the next they're gone. And so yeah, when we got there, it was too late. And you just, you stop and you just think about, their last minutes on earth. Whether she yelled out for help, whether she, what did she do? It's that's one thing that always eats at me. And yeah, it does. You just think about, what were their last moments like? Were they okay? Was it fast? Was it quick? Was she in pain? Was she yelling out for help? What was happening, But I will never forget that day. I will never forget that day. Worst day of my life. And she completely broke my heart. Yep. So, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, this was not the intention of the video, but it's me coming out raw. And I don't know about you guys, but I pick up on vibes. I'm a strong vibe person, and so if I'm trying to get to know someone and I get a vibe and I'm not a good vibe, I just know. Sometimes I'll get a good vibe and I just know. You just know. I pick up on vibes. That's just me. I'm not sure if anyone else is like that, but that's me. But yeah, so the loss of my mum, it's completely made me today. I would never be anything like my mum. Never. Times 1,000. Like, I don't know why, I have 3 sisters, and I don't know why none of us has her personality, just anything like my mum. If people are to talk of her or speak of her, they say, what a nice lady she was, what a humble lady she was, doesn't speak, very quiet, respectful. She was so good, she was a good woman, and we lost a really good woman. The night after my mum passed away, which I don't know if anyone else has experienced this. I had a friend who said the same thing happened to her as well, through a dream. But I don't know if anyone else has had a dream, after a loved one has passed. But that night after my mum had passed, I cried all night. I remember just crying until I fell asleep. And that night I dreamt that I was walking into the living room after, she had passed away, and she was sitting there. And I said, Mum, what are you doing here? I thought they came and took you away in the when the people come to collect the bodies. I thought they came and took you away. What are you doing here? Oh, and she said, what are you talking about? I'm okay. And she was starting to get angry at me. And she said, I'm okay. There's nothing is wrong. Go to sleep. And so I returned back to sleep. And when I woke up, that dream felt so real. The first thing I did was get up and I ran to the living room. And it was probably like 3 a.m. in the morning. And I had family who came that day. And they stayed to comfort my dad, and they comforted us, and they slept over. And they were sleeping in the living room. And it was at that point I knew that it was only a dream. And, I believe that she came back to me in a dream and said that she's okay and that she's still here, and go back to sleep. Like, as in, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. And, yeah. So that is the story of how I lost my mum. This turned into a story time, didn't it? But yes, she's my wife. You know, now it makes sense why I have decided to do this YouTube. You know, because I lost my mom unexpectedly overnight. You just don't know. You know, and if I had known, you know, when someone gets told, you know, that there's a limited time, you start taking photos, videos, everything. We didn't get that chance. So now that I've been given the chance, now there is a chance, I'm not just gonna, you know, I want to have something or somewhere that, you know, I can, my kids can come and see me and talk to me, you know, and just something for myself as well, just to look back on as well as a journey in life. So yes, now my videos becoming too long. I'll save some more for another time, but I would like to thank you all for watching my channel. I hope you guys enjoy, you know, my content, my videos, my me blabbering half of the time, but I can't wait to continue taking you guys on through my 30 days of vlogging in September, and yes, so please remember to like and subscribe, and yes, and everything else. So hope everyone is well and taking care of themselves during this tough time, you know, during the pandemic. My love and my thoughts are with our family that's in Melbourne. You know, just watching the news and seeing what you guys are going through just breaks my heart, but hopefully in due time everything will go back to normal, hopefully, and we'll all be back, you know, seeing each other around again. But in the meantime, we'll see you all in the prayer room. Love and thoughts with you all. Thank you. Peace out. Mwah. Bye.
Never thought I'd see the day that the Lord called you to be there by His side. Can't remember a day when you weren't around. You were always there. I still hear your voice in my head, hear you laughing, see you smiling in my mind. And if I had the chance again, I would tell you that I love you one last time. And yet I still can't believe that you're gone, that you're gone.